rainy season really kind of cut off about when we expected to yesterday. A few showers notwithstanding. That hardly just adds a little bit on top of the seasonal totals. Still a few showers elsewhere in the state today. Hasn't completely quieted down just yet. Let's take a look at the statewide perspective here and look at the radar replay over the last 6 hours. And the bulk of the shower activity has been off to our east in the higher elevations, the foothills, and then into the Sierra. A little bit more snow falling in the highest elevations. The Central Sierra Snow Lab picked up about 6 inches of snow yesterday. Likely the last measurable snow that they're going to see this season, and yesterday's rain in the Bay Area, likely the last measurable rain that we are going to see for the rest of the season. Never say never as we finish the month of May and head into June, but it becomes increasingly unlikely. Let's take a look outside right now from the Mark Hopkins Hotel. Just seeing some clouds in the distance, otherwise blue skies overhead. Temperature still on the cool side, but a lot closer to where we are supposed to be for this time of year. 62 degrees, the cool spot in San Francisco, but mid-60s across the bay, mostly upper 60s inland, and even above 70 degrees still right now in Santa Rosa. And we are going to return to near or slightly above average temperatures for highs tomorrow, but not yet this evening. 62 in San Francisco right now. We'll dip down into the upper 50s through the course of this evening's Giants game against the Arizona Diamondbacks as the Giants try to snap a 4-game losing streak. Weather looks like it's going to be cooperative. We're really not going to see that much fog as we head through the rest of tonight, but let's track that on our floor map here. Very little of that fog developing. Doesn't mean it's going to be necessarily absent. Just the banks of fog tomorrow morning are going to be very few and far between. I don't think this is going to be a major factor for the morning commute at all. And with the lack of fog, sun's energy is going to go into warming up the atmosphere, and pretty effectively at that. After a cool start with temperatures mostly in the 40s and low 50s by early tomorrow morning, all these numbers are very close to what's normal for the middle of May. We are going to warm up to, again, near or slightly above average. For the North Bay, that means mostly 70s with some of the warmest spots approaching 80 degrees around Healdsburg and Windsor. Temperatures in San Francisco and Oakland topping out in the mid to upper 60s, near 60 degrees along the coast, typical of mid-May, with temperatures east of the Oakland Hills warming up into the mid to upper 70s. Some of the warmest spots around Antioch and Brentwood even touching 80 degrees, mid to upper 70s for most of the Santa Clara Valley, 75 degrees in San Jose, just 1 or 2 degrees above what's normal for this time of year. We'll warm up just a little bit more on Thursday. The onshore breeze is still going to be with us, but it's not going to be as strong. The wind has been whipping up from time to time this afternoon. Tomorrow along the coast, we'll get some winds gusts in the 25 to 35 mile an hour range, while farther inland, most of the gusts peak in the 15 to 20 mile an hour range, just not strong enough to push that marine air over the various terrain obstacles around the bay. The winds pick up a little bit on Thursday, but despite that, temperatures are still going to warm up, and we are going to see more pollen being dispersed across the Bay Area. Optimistically, we might end up on just the high side of the medium category for each of the next 4 days, but it's certainly possible that 1 or 2 of those days we are going to climb fully into the medium high category. It's not the peak of pollen season, but there's still plenty of that stuff floating around. And no rain in sight to wash it out of the atmosphere. Drier than normal conditions likely to persist well beyond the scope of the 7-day forecast, as you just saw on the 6 to 10-day outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. And we're going to see a warming trend eventually as well. Even at the coast, after several days in the neighborhood of 60 degrees, we're going to warm up into the mid-60s for coastal communities by Monday and Tuesday of next week. And that warm up is going to be more pronounced as you make your way away from the coast. Bayside temperatures are generally going to be close to normal. The coolest day for everybody is going to be Saturday, when by the bay, only in the mid-60s, but then you're up to the mid-70s by Monday and Tuesday. And inland, you'll have the wildest ride on the temperature roller coaster, which is what you expect in the middle of May. Temperatures on the cool end of the spectrum on Saturday, only cracking 70 degrees by 2 or 3, then up into the mid to even upper 80s by Monday and Tuesday. And beyond the 7-day forecast, we've got some 90s in our future once again.